Akashvani presents Morning News. Good morning, I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to launch multiple development projects worth about 55,600 crore rupees in Manipur, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Sikkim, Tripura and Arunachal Pradesh this morning. Prime Minister to also unveil development projects worth over 17,500 crore rupees in Assam this afternoon. Tribal Affairs Minister Arjun Munda says 740 Eklavya Model Residential Schools to be made functional across the country by 2025-26. European Commission Chief says maritime corridor could begin operating this weekend to boost aid to Gaza. Lakshya Sen storms into semifinals of the French Open Badminton tournament in Paris. And in Women's Premier League cricket, UP Warriorz defeat Delhi Capitals by 1 run in a thrilling encounter. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will launch multiple development projects worth about 55,600 crore in Manipur, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Sikkim, Tripura and Arunachal Pradesh this morning. Mr. Modi will launch these projects at Viksit Bharat Viksit Northeast program in Itanagar, Arunachal Pradesh. He will dedicate Sela Tunnel to the nation and launch Unnati scheme worth about 10,000 crore rupees. More from a correspondent.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will virtually inaugurate the much-awaited strategically important Sela Tunnel in Tawang district from Itanagar today. This project includes 2 tunnels and 8.78 kilometers of approach road. The tunnel stretching through the Sela Charbela Ridge will be the world's longest by-land tunnel at 13,000 feet elevation. It will provide all-weather connectivity and reduce the travel time to Tawang by an hour. The foundation of the project was laid by Mr. Modi in February 2019. Along with this, the Prime Minister will inaugurate and lay foundation stones for 38 other infrastructure projects. He will also do the groundbreaking ceremony of 2 projects, including Dibang multipurpose hydropower projects worth over rupees 31,800 crore. Rakesh Dole, Akashvani News, Itanagar.
Thereafter, Prime Minister will reach Jorhat at around 12:15 p.m. and unveil the magnificent statue of renowned Ahom General Lachit Borphukan. Mr. Modi will also participate in a public program in Jorhat and inaugurate, dedicate and lay the foundation stone of multiple development projects worth over 17,500 crore rupees in Assam. Earlier this morning, Prime Minister will visit the Kaziranga National Park and Tiger Reserve, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Kaziranga National Park is famous for one-horned rhinoceros, elephants, wild water buffalo, swamp deer and tigers are also found in the park. We have more from a correspondent.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address a public meeting at Melengmethili Pathar in Jorhat after unveiling the statue of Lachit Borphukan and will virtually inaugurate, dedicate and lay foundation stones of several projects. Mr. Modi will inaugurate the Tinsukia Medical College and Hospital, a childcare unit at Biborwa Cancer Hospital, Barawani to Guwahati Natural Gas Pipeline and 2 crude oil pumping stations of Oil India Limited. The Prime Minister will virtually lay foundation stones of Shivsagar Medical College and Hospital, Guwahati and Dibgoi Refinery expansion projects including IOCL's Betkuthi Terminal in Guwahati. Besides, Mr. Modi will dedicate the nation doubling of railway lines from Dhupdara to Saigaon and New Bongaigaon to Sorbok. In addition, Mr. Modi will also virtually perform the Griha Pravesh ceremony for over 550,000 homes constructed under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin. Aminul Haq, Akashvani News, Jorhat.
After that, Prime Minister will travel to Siliguri, West Bengal and participate in a public program at around 3:45 p.m. He will inaugurate, dedicate and lay the foundation stone of multiple development projects worth about 4,500 crore rupees in West Bengal. At around 7 p.m., Prime Minister will reach Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. He will perform darshan and puja at the Sri Kashi Vishwanath Temple, Varanasi. Union Tribal Affairs Minister Arjun Munda has said that 740 Eklavya Model Residential Schools will be made functional across the country by 2025-26. Addressing a press conference in New Delhi, Mr. Munda said, out of this, 401 Eklavya Model Residential Schools have been started. He said that 10,000 teachers have been recruited for these schools and soon 10,000 more teachers will be recruited.
एकलव्य मॉडल रेसिडेंशियल स्कूल 740 में से 401 गतिशील हो गए हैं, वो विद्यालय प्रारंभ हो गए और इस साल और 100 उसमें जुड़ जाएंगे और 10,000 शिक्षकों की नियुक्ति हो चुकी है और आगे 10,000 नियुक्तियों के लिए भेजा जा रहा है और कुल मिला के 40,000 शिक्षक एवं शिक्षकेतर और टीचिंग नॉन टीचिंग स्टाफ की नियुक्ति होगी।
Mr. Munda said the Tribal Affairs Ministry has collaborated with the Indian Institute of Science, Bengaluru, to provide skill training to scheduled tribe students in the field of semiconductor. Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Minister Arjun Munda inaugurated the Agriculture Integrated Command and Control Centre established at Krishi Bhavan in New Delhi yesterday to empower the farmers of the country by equipping them with information, services and facilities. On this occasion, Mr. Munda said that this is an innovation of the ministry to make the farmers self-reliant across the country. He said that the objective of the new initiative is to provide farmers the information about the reality of the farm and also to find out what are the real challenges in the agriculture sector. He said that with the availability of real-time data and its analysis, their problems can be resolved and capacity will be expanded. Union Minister said that the farmers will also be able to avail the benefits of the government schemes. Union Cooperation Minister Amit Shah has said that the cooperative societies play a crucial role in the country's development. Launching the National Cooperative Database in New Delhi, Mr. Shah said the government is committed to further streamlining the cooperative societies. He emphasized that the database's launch will be a big step in making cooperative societies more transparent, cooperative and prosperous. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Union Minister of Commerce and Industry Piyush Goyal has announced the extension of the remission of duties and taxes on exported products scheme support to additional export sectors in New Delhi. He also announced the extension of the RODTEP scheme support to additional export sectors like advance authorization holders, export-oriented units EOU, and special economic zones SEZ export units. This decision comes in recognition of the significant contribution these sectors make to make India's exports, constituting approximately 25% of exports. Commerce and Industry Ministry in a statement said that amidst global economic uncertainties and supply chain disruptions, extending RODTEP to the uncovered sectors such as AA, EOU and SEZ units will help the exporting community in handling the international headwinds. The Minister of Women and Child Development is organizing the Poshan Pakhwara 2024 from today to the 23rd of March. During the Pakhwara, mass sensitization and the community activities will be held around the themes including Poshan Bhi, Padhai Bhi, dietary practices focus on sensitization around nutrition and health of pregnant women. The ministry in a statement said that in addition to these themes, states and partner ministries and departments can also organize additional sensitization activities around other important areas. They include improving nutrition through Mission Life and adopting sustainable food systems by promoting millet and Poshan Vatikas at Anganwadi centers. Union Minister of Information and Broadcasting, Sports and Youth Affairs Anurag Singh Thakur interacted with the Viksit Bharat ambassadors and young achievers in Bengaluru yesterday. Mr. Thakur called upon the citizens to join hands with Prime Minister Narendra Modi to be part of the Viksit Bharat Sankalp Abhiyan to realize the dream of shaping India into a developed country by 2047. He pointed out that a country that faced policy paralysis, corruption, high inflation, high fiscal deficit and sluggish growth rate in 2014 is today on a high growth trajectory. The Enforcement Directorate has attached assets worth more than 50 crore rupees of a sugar mill owned by a company of Rohit Pawar, the grandnephew of NCP SP Chief Sharad Pawar. In a statement, ED said that the action pertains to the money laundering investigation being conducted by the federal agency in the alleged Maharashtra State Cooperative Bank scam. A total of 161.30 acres of land, plant, machinery and building of the Kannad Sehakari Sakhar Karkhana Limited, located in Kannad village of Chhatrapati Shambhaji district, has been provisionally attached under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. The company's chief executive officer Rohit Pawar has stated that the seizure of assets is illegal and they will take legal action against it. European Commission Chief Ursula von der Leyen has said that a maritime corridor to Gaza could begin operating this weekend to boost aid to the territory. This corridor would connect Cyprus and Gaza. It comes a day after President Biden said the US planned to build a temporary port in Gaza. EU Commission head said a pilot test run of food aid collected by a charity group and supported by the United Arab Emirates could be leaving Cyprus today. The UN says a quarter of Gaza's population is on the brink of famine and children are starving to death. The first ever India by the Creek festival showcasing the vibrant culture of India to Al Seef Park began in Dubai yesterday. This three-day celebration highlights the long-standing historical and cultural connections between India and Dubai. The festival offers a diverse array of programs featuring musical performances, literary discussions, poetry readings, and interactive workshops. Indian ambassador to UAE, Sanjay Sudhir, said India and the UAE's relationship has transformed into a comprehensive strategic and economic partnership.
Of us trade long time back has today transformed, with the support of course many of you who are around here, into a comprehensive strategic partnership, a comprehensive economic partnership, and today we are one of the strongest partners of each other. And I think in that sense the role played by the Creek has been something very, very historic. I'm also very glad that Greenberg has taken this initiative. I know it has taken a little time, but a lot of planning around it. But now that it has started, I'm sure it will be a very important part of the cultural calendar of Dubai. Dubai takes pride in being a hub of culture and brings different elements of culture from across the world to people.
In the French Open Badminton men's singles category, Indian shuttler Lakshya Sen reached the semifinals after defeating Loh Keen Yew of Singapore 19-21, 21-15, 21-13 in Paris, France last night. With this victory, Lakshya Sen will now face Kunlavat Viditsan of Thailand in the semifinals this evening. On the other hand, in the mixed doubles category, the Indian pair of Satvik Sairaj, Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty have also reached the semifinals. They will face a South Korean pair of Seo Seong-jae and Hyuk Min Kang later today. In the Women's Premier League cricket, Deepti Sharma's all-round heroics steered UP Warriors to defeat Delhi Capitals by one run in a thrilling encounter at the Arun Jaitley Stadium in Delhi last night. Opting to bat first, UP Warriors scored 138 runs for 8 wickets in the stipulated 20 overs. Later, Delhi Capitals were bundled out for 137 in 19.5 overs. And now, for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Vaibhav Jyotsna Srivastav.
Thank you, Abhishek. The National Creators Awards is covered prominently by most of the dailies. Let's spread the India story. Modi exhorts young creators, leads the Asian age. Modi's Women's Day gift, LPG cylinder price cut by ₹100, writes the Times of India. Murmu to visit Mauritius as National Day chief guest, notes the Statesman. Philanthropist Sudha Murthy nominated to Rajya Sabha, reports the Hindustan Times. Centre warns against offers of jobs with Russian army, states the Hindu. And finally, kick off to history. Premier League gets first Indian origin referee. Well, the Indian Express reports that when Sunny Singh Gill blows the whistle at London's Selhurst Park Stadium today, he will become the first person of South Asian origin to referee a match in the English Premier League. And with that, it's back to you, Abhishek.
Thank you, Vaibhav. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to launch multiple development projects worth about 55,600 crore rupees in Manipur, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Sikkim, Tripura and Arunachal Pradesh this morning. Prime Minister to also unveil development projects worth over 17,500 crore rupees in Assam this afternoon. Tribal Affairs Minister Arjun Munda says 740 Eklavya Model Residential Schools to be made functional across the country by 2025-26. European Commission Chief says a maritime corridor could begin operating this weekend to boost aid to Gaza. Lakshya Sen storms into semifinals of the French Open Badminton tournament in Paris. And in Women's Premier League cricket, UP Warriors defeat Delhi Capitals by one run in a thrilling encounter. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.
आकाशवाणी से पेश है खबरनामा।